Going first and crushing people. That's what we're doing. Ooh, alright. This looks like a real deck. Oh, I'm so excited about this. That we are anywhere near the finals is totally absurd. We have no right to have gotten this far. Fleet Wheel Cruiser is something that can carry us there too. Hope we just cruise the victory. Alright. Islands are nice. Don't mind a little bit of mana fixing. Being with the swamp I thought was the best way to do it, because I could get either the Contraband Kingpin or the Hidden Stockpile. Oh my god. We have a game. Let's play the Watchful Automaton, and then I can Hungry Flames that down. Just get the Spire of Industry. If I'm the opponent, I'd probably still assume that we're just blue-black, maybe with a splash. Kind of surprised that they actually threw out the Walking Ballista this early. Very happy they threw out the Walking Ballista this early. Let's go for maximum tilt value. This is an instant. I'm going to attack. See if they have like a combat trick here. No. Now the question is, how greedy do I get? I think the answer is very greedy. This deck is all about greed. How can I not be a little bit more greedy? I want them to tap out for things on their turn. Oh. I'm really happy we did this, actually. Because I need to respond to this and kill the Bristling Hydra. It's actually a bigger problem than the Walking Ballista. Oh my goodness. Well, this is going to be a game. Now I don't have removal for Walking Ballista, but it's really slow, at least. 2 rares at the start of the game. This is looking a lot harder than I thought it would be. I think we're off to the races. We're cruising for a win here. Let's go fast. That's our choice. Hope that the opponent's just trying on the leveling up the Walking Ballista plan. No, they're not. And that's a bad sign for me. In any long game, I lose to Walking Ballista, and this is starting to look like a longer and longer game. Get the Puzzle Knot online. Ooh, Fenhauler. Fenhauler is actually awesome here. I love the Fleet Wheel Cruiser. I can still attack in with that. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Had to tap the Fleet Wheel to get the Fenhauler down right now. Is that worth it? Or is it just better to attack with the Fleet Wheel? Play the Night Market Guard. That's a tough one. I think that it's better to get the Fenhauler. And then attack for a bunch next turn. It's a little unfortunate because we're showing our hand. They'll play something that's a non-artifact if they can. Scrounging Bandar, yep. Plus side is they don't have good attacks. Walking Ballista leveling. Implement of Malice. Kind of like that. I want to see what else we can draw. Thing is, Night Market Guard doesn't do particularly well into a Walking Ballista here. Get rid of a forest. Might still throw it away. If I attack... Okay, so we play Night Market Guard, we crew the Fleet Wheel Cruiser, and we attack with everything. Because to kill the Fenhauler, they have to block with both of these. Or they can block... They have to block with the Ambitious Aetherborn anyway, so they don't have a good block on Watchful Automaton still. They can block with Aetherborn and just shoot it with Walking Ballista. But that still means that they don't have 3 toughness or 3 power to block the Watchful Automaton afterwards. So they can't eat it. I still get a trade out of it. And all the trades have to just be positive for me. I've got to try and pressure them as much as possible. I can't let Walking Ballista stay in play and just be unanswered. It's a bad idea. So that does look like the way to do things. Sucks that we can lose the Night Market Guard to Walking Ballista. But a counter off of Walking Ballista is a slight positive for me anyways. And if they really want to, they can chump with Scrounging Bandar and attack and block here, but leaving Fenhauler alive seems like a pretty big liability on our opponent's part. Plus, they don't know what we have for Spire of Industry. Still have any color of mana open and 1 card in hand. Yeah. Double block there. And then just take 2. Shoot this for 1. Yep. Means the Night Market Guard lives. And they just have a 1/1 Walking Ballista. Not the best situation for us, but certainly not the worst. Been so good if I'd have just had like a built to last for Fenhauler there. They could have responded again by sacrificing the Walking Ballista to kill it, but it would have been pretty awesome. Oh, goodness. We're not the only ones with a Planeswalker. That's a problem. That is a big problem. Oh, we were looking so good a minute ago. I actually thought I had a good chance. Gonna be hard to beat that 5/5, though. Oh, not a land. That's unfortunate. Whew. Wow. See what else we get? More land. Well, seems bad for me. Huh. I actually thought with them at 5 life, we had a really good chance against that Walking Ballista. Nissa plus Walking Ballista, though. God, our opponent's deck is absurd. They've got Walking Ballista, Bristling Hydra, and the Nissa? Yikes. They've got a lot more bombs than we do. Something like a Hungry Flames would be good. They can pay 4 to kill the Night Market Guard, which is really awful for us, but I can't stop it. You get to scry, so that's a brief ray of sunshine here. We can buy the Bristling Hydra. That is a pretty good idea. Can't disagree with that. And they drew the land for the Walking Ballista. Okay. They'll just shoot the Night Market now. Can't really think of a way out of this. Tezzeret doesn't do it. Hidden Stockpile. Nope. I don't think that does it either. Basically, our way out of this, I think, is to entice them to attack and get a Hungry Flames or something and just surprise them. That really feels like the best way to do this. Entice some bad attacks. Hope they commit too much to the board. And just, like, Hungry Flames for the win. Because they won't expect the mountain out of us. Bastion Inventor. That's good, but not amazing. I mean, it's pretty solid. I think I'd rather have that than keep digging. I will need something besides just the Hungry Flames to finish them off, because I'm probably having to jump with Watchful Automaton right away. Pass the turn. We have 9 mana, so I do get to scry 3 times. Granted, can't play anything if I do that, but I do get to scry a bunch. It's -3. Okay, so they just have to plus it, get another forest here. Oh, God. Wow. This card is also very powerful. So they have at least 4 bombs in their colors. Yeah, opponent's not taking any risks. That's the big problem that we have here, is that they're not going to take a risk. Need them to do something silly. And drawing Tezzeret, I guess, is somewhat helpful too. God, I don't even know what I'm really looking for. I mean, like I said, probably the Hungry Flames, and just hope that they make a really bad attack, but from the looks of things, our opponent's not going to be that stupid. They're not even throwing the forest in. Like, they're playing it very slow and methodical. Which they should. They've got such a huge lead. They don't need to toss it away. I think it's a good idea. But I don't like seeing my opponent make good plays. That's not what I'm hoping for. I mean, I like to have a tight game, but I could also just use my opponent to, you know, not play entirely perfectly. I don't want them to play super dumb, but a little less optimal would be good. If I were them right now, I think the best play is to actually minus Nissa, buy back the Ambitious Aetherborn, play it, and draw another card. Because that's just absurd. It's so much value. Scrounging Bandar? I mean, I guess that's fine too. I just like to optimize my mana. Scrounging Bandar is good. And it's nice with Walking Ballista. I definitely feel like a 4-3 and a 1-1 is a lot safer and better here. Personal opinion. Okay, well, I think that we're just going to scoop here. Like, I'm not finding anything. I don't think there's anything that can actually save me anyways. Certainly doesn't look like it. I'll just see one more card out of them. I think we'll do one more turn. See what they do. They should probably be attacking us at this point. It's going to happen right away. Won't be surprised if both of those go over. Yeah. I'd also be very surprised if our opponent doesn't have a Winding Constrictor in their deck to make all of these Scrounging Bandars and Walking Ballistas and Bristling Hydras even more absurd. They look like a deck that grabbed a Winding Constrictor early and then just got absolutely everything that they could ever imagine and want. This is almost a constructed deck. Hydra, Lifecrafter's Bestiary, Walking Ballista, Nissa. Whew. Tough match ahead for us. Still possible. I definitely believe that we can do it. Tezzeret is no slouch himself. Tezzeret can do a lot of stuff. Yeah, Vengeful Revel just kills us for free. I'm good. I wanted to see a couple of extra cards out of them just to see what they had. Even more insane cards, apparently. Another Scrounging Bandar and a Vengeful Revel. It's gonna be a tough one. Is there anything for me to change here? A flyer might just be good enough. They didn't have anything to stop flyers, so maybe even a Night Market Aeronaut, as awful as that card is, and it is pretty awful, might be good. Take out like a Watchful Automaton. Automaton's nice. Like, it's good for all of our improvise, it's good for our mana, but it also doesn't do a whole lot against our opponent. Just a stupid diddly 2-2 is not amazing. And this is risky, but has the upside of possibly winning us a game. So I'm going to do that. It would have given us reach in that game. It would have given us a chance. So I'm going to send it like this. I'd like to play first. Why, yes, yes I would. And would I like this hand? Yeah, I actually do. It's not fantastic or anything, but anytime you have Cogworker's Puzzle Knot into Bastion Inventor, I feel like that's probably good enough. Oh, I made a bit of a mistake. I should almost certainly be leading with Swamp all the time. Just in case. Oh, I guess this time it doesn't matter, but Hidden Stockpile and Contraband Kingpin are cards that we want to get early. And Tezzeret, possibly. Opponent hasn't seen our Tezzeret yet either, so that will be a nice surprise. Oh my... Yeesh, another really good rare. Whew. Opponent's deck is very stacked. One of the most stacked decks I've seen. Because Key to the City is also very balmy. It's not... Well, I guess maybe not balmy, but it definitely wins a game if it's not answered fairly quickly. Big creatures and a Key to the City and ends the game fast. Yeah, we'll crack the Cogworkers. Defiant Salvager. And I do get to kill that with Tezzeret, which is kind of nice. I could also just go for the Bastion Inventor. I feel like killing it with Tezzeret and attacking for 2 is slightly better. And then I'm going to hope that we draw no more lands. Goal here on out is less land. Tezzeret was a great draw, but now we need to draw something else. Bristling Hydra. Bastion Inventor does stop that. So we'll plus Tezzeret. Leave the servos. Oh, it doesn't... What I'm talking about. Key to the City. Oh, God. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do besides plus Tezzeret anyways. I can just play the energy to get Bristling Hydra online. So there's just nothing I can do about it. Play the Bastion Inventor and just pass the turn. Be very sad. Because all they have to do is discard a card and Tezzeret's dead. I can hit back for 6. But they don't even have to spend any mana to kill the Tezzeret, so it's fairly likely they're going to play something else. Blossoming Defense. If they're discarding Blossoming Defense, it's not a good sign for me. It means they have a lot of very good things to play. Yeah, Ambitious Aetherborn is solid. Not amazing, but more than good enough for what's in play. Night Market Aeronaut. That could help us a lot. I need to get the Revolt trigger. I can do that pretty simply here. I mean, I don't love the race of Night Market Aeronaut versus Bristling Hydra, but it's the best option that we have. I don't want to throw Bastion Inventor away. This way, at least I'm still forcing them to use the Key to the City every turn. Not a tough task, but... Oh, they didn't even want to pay the 2 to draw a card. Oh, that seems really scary to me. They've got something on 5 that's amazing. Yep, Nissa. That is a good one. Night Market Aeronaut pressures that, but... Wow. Okay. Yeah, this game probably couldn't go any worse. Wow. Our opponent's deck is way better than ours. Like, their deck is just fantastic. This is really fun. Like, Nissa, Bristling Hydra, tons of removal, bunch of combat tricks that are great, Key to the City. Like, oh man, it's just Lifecrafter's Bestiary, bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. Really, really good deck. Our draw was pretty solid. Like, our deck was operating really well, and we just got absolutely hammered by them. They had basically the perfect draw and a much better deck. This is a really awesome match, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull this one out. Pretty sure that we just have to scoop them up here. Key to the City ends the game pretty quickly. And, Fleetwheel Cruiser attacks in. I just take 5. I can't even kill Nissa with it. It was a good game, but it is now over. That was a really nice full force, though. I'm amazed that this deck got as far as it did. I cannot complain in any way about any of my draws or anything like that. This opponent's deck was just absolutely absurd, and their draws were great. Our draws were really good, too. We had a really nice match here. We just were simply outclassed. Way too many mythics and rares on our opponent's side of the board. Not much we can do about that. Really fun games anyways, and we made the finals with a very janky 5/4 color deck that's I didn't think would make it anywhere. I was pretty sure we were headed to 0-3ville, and we made it a lot further than I expected. Like, we had some tight games, some really good draws. Tezzeret carried us a lot further than this deck ever deserved to go, and it was fantastic. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, because cruising around with Tezzeret and Fleetwheel Cruiser were just, so many good games. I can't believe that we got as far as we did, and it was a lot of fun. I'll be back next week with more Full Force, and I'll be putting up some votes on my Twitter account so you guys can decide what we're doing next week. Okay. Swamp would be very nice, but I think that we just keep this. Aether Chaser's a nice aggressive card, and if we can lead off with a bunch of them and then go into an Emerald Bruiser, then we're in great shape. Or, yeah, sorry, Emerald Gear Smasher.